disappoint you or somebody scores a goal against you, you've got to be professional, like any Sunday afternoon footballer, any pub footballer. So to watch that guy, and he used to be at where was he before? This was the game. What game was it Sunday?
It was West Ham Liverpool.
West Ham Liverpool, yeah. He was
Yeah.
at another club at some stage, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it was ridiculous. I mean, he got himself booked over whatever the decision was. It was to do with a foul, I think. I can't really
Yeah.
remember. He got himself booked, and he was totally animated and fired up. So he gets booked. Now, what do most people do? You walk away. Okay, you're angry. I mean, why you'd be that angry? It's not like he was badly fouled and chopped to the floor. Why you'd be that angry? You think, well, what's the matter with the guy? And as you say, other players, his own players and the opposition, were holding him back, trying to protect him from himself, and not because they could see what was going to happen. And the ref inevitably, and I thought quite correctly, gave him his red card. And of course, you can write the script for what would happen. It gets to half time, and he'll be all apologetic to his teammates. Sorry, guys, I should never have done that. And then again afterwards, I mean, they lost the game anyway, didn't they? To Liverpool, 2-0. Yeah. And at the end of the game, I'm sorry. Well, if I was a teammate, I'd say it's too late, mate. What you did, even the opposition were trying to help you out by holding you off. What got into your head? And that's the point to me. It didn't make sense. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever what he did. Now, I'm not accusing him of anything, because some people just have strange ways to react. And professional football is a high stress sport. We all know that. I don't remember the actual incident, but I seem to remember it was nowhere near either goal. It was to do with a free kick somewhere, but it's not as if he'd been badly kicked and he felt someone should have been sent off. He just would not stop, such that you think, what is his motive here? Why? My question I was saying was, why does he want to get sent off? Anyone looking at that, look at a rerun, you say, yeah, he wants to get sent off.
Yeah.
Fine, get booked. That can happen. But then shut your mouth and go away. And especially if the opposition's goalkeeper's trying to help you out. So I'm thinking, why did he want to get sent off? Was he tired? Did he want to go and have a lay down in the dressing room? or is it something worse? I'm not accusing him of anything, of course. We don't know the facts. But what you do know is he was going to profusely apologise, which to me would have been meaningless as a teammate, and as the manager would have been meaningless. Especially as he's obviously been around this kind of situation before for whatever reason, possibly innocent. But maybe he's just got an uncontrollable temper. And although you apologise, who's to say that won't happen again then? If you can't control your temper in a situation where players from both sides are trying to pull you away from the referee, if you still can't control yourself, and it doesn't seem to be that big a deal what you're moaning about anyway, then you're always going to do it again. And maybe that's his problem. Maybe that's what it was before. He has an uncontrollable reaction within him that completely lets him down, but more importantly, lets his side down. And as a manager, I wouldn't tolerate that. I absolutely wouldn't. I think if I were a football manager, if I were like Alex Ferguson, I think Ferguson would have had him on the transfer list that day. And I would say, good for you. I would not keep a player like that, because he will always let you down at a key moment.
Yeah.
So that's me being tough, but that's how I would be if I had a player like that.
Well, it's a good way to be, actually, because you're trying to sanitize the team. You know, if you have something that is not, doesn't sit well with you, you have to get it dealt with as soon as possible. So when I saw that, I thought it could it could be playing into the hands of conspiracy theorists. Theorists, because there's an irony there. You've been accused of one thing,
of course,
and this is the irony there of the same thing happening again. Like you said, we're we're not insinuating anything, but it's something that is worrying. It's a worrying thing, and so now I'm just going to read out this quote. You can let me know what you make of it. So, Jack Grealish, Declan Rice, Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caseda, and Florian Wirtz are all midfielders of different varieties to cost £100 million or more over the last few seasons. And Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, and Brighton will inevitably have those prizes in mind for whoever comes calling. Now, this is a quote by Laurie Whitwell. Now, what I'm more concerned about is the fact that they're going to cost over, about £100 million or more over the last season. What's changed for midfielders? When have they started costing way more than strikers? Because remember, Isak cost Liverpool over 25 million, whatever. And there was an outcry about that. Oh yeah, how can it cost that much? Now we're talking about midfielders now. What's changed?
Well, I mean, first of all, I don't think there was an outcry so much about the amount, except in the sense that maybe, although Isak was considered one of the best strikers last season in the Premier League, I've got to give him his due. But I think any criticism of that money, I didn't really see any criticism of it. But if there was, it would be, maybe in more recent times, transfer prices have become a bit more sensible. And going back up to 125 million seems to go against that. And indeed, so far, I mean, I want Isak to succeed. I think he's a very good player. He's struggling a bit. I think he didn't do badly on Sunday the other day. And I hope he goes on well. For my part, I don't understand why Liverpool bought him after they bought Ekitike, because I think both are good players. I think Ekitike has probably got the edge. And one or the other of them, it seems to me, is going to start a game on the bench, and that's not going to be satisfying to players who cost a lot of money, who be in the first team of most teams around the world. So that's a problem. Again, I think maybe Slot or his board or whatever.